everyone, so today I'm going to be doing another hair talk series, and this is about how I grew my hair long. Now, in this series I'm going to be telling you just my journey on like what my hair length was before. But if you really want tips on how to grow healthy long hair, I'm going to put a video right here. I've already made a video on how to grow healthy long hair plus the tips there. And I've asked you guys on Facebook on if you have questions regarding about how I grew my hair, and I will be putting that later. Okay, so I've been counting out the years. I've actually been growing out my hair for but of course during those years I have pruned, meaning I have trimmed my hair. I didn't just like grew it just like, you know, and never cutting it. During those years I have trimmed, and yes, I have cut my hair, because one fun fact, before I have a fringe and my hair was actually layered. So way back 3 years before my hair was just like until here. It's probably kind of like above the chest length hair, and my hair has layers. At the back it has a V shape. It's a V shape, it's not straight. So what I've been doing is, you know, because I was growing out my hair, I was really growing out my hair, and then I've noticed that my ends were very wispy. So during this, my mom cut my hair, just the V shape, so my hair went from V to a U shape, which is kind of like my hair right now. It's a U shape. So we cut off the longer layers of my layers, and I was just left with probably about just 3 layers of my hair. And from that moment on, I have been growing it out, and once the longest layer is like looks really wispy, I usually just cut that part out, and until I got to a really just full length, just like this, just like a plain long length. So during those years when I was growing out my hair, I've actually experienced damage in my hair because I've been dyeing my hair, because I've been really wanting to get this like red hair, which to which I didn't really achieve the super crazy red hair that I really wanted. But I really wanted to have red hair, and then I dyed it into 3 shades, and I was curling. I had really bad hair habits before. I used to like just curl my hair without a heat protectant, and you know, I've been using like a lot of heat tools way back before. So if you guys are interested in how I recovered on my dry and damaged hair, just click the video right here. So it'll show you how the steps and what I've used. So that is more in-depth, so just click the video right here on how to treat dry and damaged hair. Way back before then, I was just growing my hair naturally. I didn't drink any vitamins or anything. Sorry. I didn't drink any vitamins or anything or whatever, but now I've actually found out ways on how to grow your hair fast, which is, I'm going to be tackling that on another video because it's going to be super crazy long, and I want that to be in another topic. So kind of like encouragement to you guys, because you know, I know that some of you are like, oh, I want to grow my hair long now. My hair didn't grow overnight. It took me 3 years, and during those years I was getting rid of my layers. So you know, it wasn't just an easy thing that I actually did. And you gotta need patience. You really need patience if you want long hair. You know, probably right here, I've been looking at girls on YouTube who has long hair. I totally forgot. There's this one girl who has really inspired me. She's a redhead. She has a beautiful natural red hair. Yeah, her hair is so beautiful, and I just really wanted that. And I totally forgot her username, but I used to watch her videos, and I don't know if she's making any new videos right now, and I totally forgot her channel, and like, what in the world. I just like so I saw her hair, and it was so beautiful and so long, so that kind of like really inspired me. But you know, and it's kind of frustrating. I would understand that some of you are like super frustrated of like looking at girls who have long hair, and your hair just feel like just doesn't grow. So you know what, just don't even think about it. With me, I didn't really think about it. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna like just take care of my hair, let it grow healthy, and I'm not even gonna think about the length of time or when's it gonna grow. Like, oh, I want to speed things up. Well, if I actually knew then what I know now on how to like grow your hair fast, that would have been a lot easier for me to grow out my hair. But I'm going to teach you guys that. Some of the tips on another video. Okay, so now I'm going to be answering your questions. So this is from Dally Cat Flores. She said, how did you prevent the split ends? Do you use any products to help it grow faster? And what's the shortest length you've had it? Okay, so for me, to prevent split ends, I don't brush my hair or comb my hair when it's wet. And coconut, okay, seriously people, coconut milk has really helped my hair a lot to be stronger, so it doesn't go, you know, brittle. And especially coconut, like, it moisturizes your hair. And also conditioners. I've been using a lot of conditioners. For me, it is super crazy a must that after I shampoo I will use a conditioner, because that prevents your hair from drying. Because when your hair, you know, if your hair is dry, it brittles and it just snaps easily, so you get split ends. Do you use any products to help it grow faster? And what's the shortest length you have had it? I had a shoulder length hair. My hair, I'll just tell you a little bit of story. My hair was like in this length, but I told the hairdresser, can you just please kind of cut it like an inch? But he decided to cut it until here. And I was like, I was crying. I was freaking out, people. I went out of that salon, like, my tears like are like overflowing. They're out of my eyes. I'm like, I can't stop this. This hurts me so much. I'm like seeing myself in every like mirror. You know, when we're passing by the mirrors of the wall and I can see my reflection, I was like, I can't do this. And yeah, I was totally exaggerating because I told him to cut just like an inch, but then he cut like, my hair was from here and then he cut like this. Does this look like an inch? Serious. And from that time I really had a phobia in going to any salons, because I just have this trust issues with hairdressers here around my areas. So yeah, that was it. I've had like, cause he cut it like until here, like here. Are you serious? And he's like, oh, you look so cute. I'm like, I am not aiming to look cute, okay? I just want a hair, I just want to trim. So anyway, that was it. Did you let your hair grow naturally, or what did you do to make it grow faster? Yes, as I've said, I let my hair grow naturally, but I am going to be telling you ways on how you can grow your hair faster. Because I've been taking vitamins that are essentials and stuff like that, and as I've said, that's going to be on my next video, so because it's going to be a very long topic. What products do you use to maintain healthy ends? Please have a look at my updated hair care routine. I'm actually going to be putting it right here so that you can see that. Another one, how do you prevent your hair from breakage and how do you control frizz? As I've said, the coconut. I'm just gonna repeat myself again. Coconut, because with the coconut oil, it really did help my hair like a lot, especially when I was like in times where my hair was damaged. And how do you control frizz? I actually use my Dove serum, and I've been using serums because, you know, before I am not into serums or like hair oils and stuff. But since I have been using like serums, they actually tame my hair down. And sometimes if I get frizz, especially if you go, like, you know, if the wind like distorts the beauty of your hairstyle, I actually tame it down using, of course, my Dove hair serum and my other hair serums from, where do I buy those things again? I'm just gonna annotate it somewhere here. It's just a local product that I buy on Watson's to prevent my hair from frizzing. Do you have any hair fallout in the shower during the day? If so, how can you prevent hair fall or at least minimize it? Okay, yes, I do have hair fall, like fallouts when I shower or when I brush my hair or when I comb my hair, and it's totally natural to shed like 100 strands of hair a day. It's absolutely natural, so don't get freaked out. Way back before, I like used to freak out because like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I was like, I'm shedding. Yeah, it's totally fine to lose 100 strands of your hair every single day, so don't freak out by that. But Leslie, if your hair is really like falling out like crazy, I'm gonna be making another video on that, like, you know, how to prevent hair loss and everything, and I'm also going to be tackling that a little bit on my next series on how to grow your hair fast, because there are several vitamins that can really help you, that can really help prevent hair loss or hair fall. You drink a lot of water? No, I am not drinking a lot of water, and I should be drinking a lot of water because I know it's essential, but no, I haven't been drinking a lot of water lately. I'm actually, no, for health-wise, I will be drinking a lot of water. How do you help nourish the damaged ends or color-treated ends? How often should you get it cut to prevent split ends? Also, how does your routine changes as your hair gets longer? And what should you not do? Please have a look at my how to treat dry and damaged hair, because I've been using products there. But for me, way back before then, I've been using a lot of coconut products, shampoo and conditioner, but as I've told you guys, my hair care routine changes. It's not like the same all the time, it changes. So during those stages, I've been using a lot of coconut milk shampoo and coconut milk conditioner, and also I've been using hair spas, and also I have been using that color hair treatment that I've told you guys on my video on how to color your hair without damaging. Please have a look at that video as well, because that is the thing that I actually use to treat my hair and actually maintain its reddish tone color. Okay, and how often should you get it cut to prevent split ends? I actually trim my hair twice a month, okay? It really depends on your hair though, because for me, I really don't like wispy ends. My hair before was wispy, so I've been really noticing that I would be getting a lot of split ends all the time, but since I trimmed my hair like in this kind of way, I really don't get split ends. It's great if your ends are thick, so they won't get split ends. So I would recommend probably once a month. For me, I do it twice. Yes, I know, twice a month. I trim my hair twice a month because it grows long. It grows faster now. How does your routine changes as your hair gets longer? Probably I don't have an exact time of like changing it, because I've been constantly trying new products, so I can't really cite a specific like moment or months for me to stop. I'm gonna guess, and probably like after 3 months or after 4 months, I change my hair care routine. What should I not do? I should not use heat on my hair. Just don't use heat on your hair. It really does help. Just don't use heat on your hair, because, you know, I mean, it kind of like, you know, even if you use heat protectant, I know they're supposed to protect your hair, but your hair still experience heat. So if you want your hair to be, you know, the texture of your hair to be silky and smooth, avoid using heat tools. That worked for me. That really worked for me, like of just really abandoning and avoiding heat. For some people, of course, if you just really can't stop using heat, just at least curl your hair less and straighten your hair less. And I have a lot of like no heat curls tutorial that you can find, and yes, I have a no heat curls tutorial that is coming up for girls who have short to medium length hair. I filmed that with my mom just today, so, and I will be editing it, and it will be up soon on my channel. So finally, right? Yes. After a long time of waiting. And okay, yes, if you don't use heat, how do you dry it after a shower? I actually just air dry my hair. I actually let nature dry out my hair, so I just face the wind and let it dry. Or I use an electric fan, you know, that's very ideal. Do you put anything after shower to keep it straight? As I've said, I've been using my a serum right there, one of my serums. It's for silky straight hair, and I used to apply that, but now I've just switched to Dove, and Dove really does a good job as well. You know, it keeps your hair smelling good, and it keeps your hair like from frizzing, and I really do have like straight hair, but I don't know that some of the thingies right here, they're kind of wavy, but my hair is straight, so I don't really do much for it to be even more straighter. Well, have you ever tried coconut oil on your hair? Yes, that's what I've actually been doing, like the natural way, the unprocessed one. Yes, coconut oil, 2 thumbs up for that. Okay, do you do any home remedies to your hair? Yes, that coconut hot oil thing, that's what I am actually doing to my hair, and I will be going to be making hair DIY remedies for your hair soon. It's going to be included in my hair talk series. Okay, some of the questions, by the way, are repeating, so I'm just choosing questions that are not yet tackled. How often do you use heat on your hair? It's been that I haven't been using heat on my hair. How do you keep your hair soft with no split ends, and how do you make your hair grow so much? How do I keep my hair soft? Okay, it's all the products that I've been using are in my updated hair care routine. That's how I keep my hair soft. And for the split ends part, I told you, having thick ends is going to prevent you from split ends, really. Also trimming your hair. Do you use any special hair treatments to make your grow faster? How often do you wash your hair? I wash my hair every other day. I don't wash it every day because, as I've said, if you wash your hair every single day, your hair is going to dry out and it will lose its natural shiny texture. Okay, did you use any hair mask? So before, I did not use any hair mask, but last year, at this point, since last year, I've been using a lot of hair mask. So yeah, that's it. But way back, like 3 years ago, I didn't use any hair mask or any products or anything like that. Do you have any hair oiling routine? Yep, I do have that, and I'll probably make another separate video because it would be so long to explain and to show you guys how I actually made that, and that is going to include on my DIY, which is the best way of treating split ends. Actually, the only way that you can get rid of your split ends is if you trim it or if you cut it. That is the only way to get rid of them. And for me, if you have, if you watch my how did I get rid of my split ends and dry and damaged hair and stuff like that, I really trimmed my split ends. I cut it off because it's actually a really dead hair. It's really it's already broken and you can't mend it back together, so all you have to do is really cut it. I know it sounds painful, but you have to. How did I make my hair thick? How did you make it thick? I actually have been constantly cutting it, and I have been using coconut oil. I know that some of you are probably like, oh my gosh, really cutting your hair, making your hair, it's going to make your hair thick. Right. And I know that some people don't really believe that by cutting your hair is going to make your hair thick. I will make a separate video on that so that I can fully explain. Hi Karen, how do you cut your hair yourself if you just want to get rid of split ends? What is the fastest way to get to your hair length? Okay. How do I trim or cut my hair? I use scissors. And way back before, I am using a blade. I have used a blade. Now, I will not recommend using blade if your hair is... However, if your hair is like my hair texture, which is kind of coarse, I got away with using a blade. If you use blade on your hair, you would tend to get a lot more split ends and your hair is going to be even more damaged and stuff like that. Probably that is true if your hair is baby fine and thin. So if your hair is baby fine and thin, I suggest just using scissors. For me, but now since my ends are really thick at the ends, I use scissors because blade, I can't just blade this off. I need to have like scissors for it to be trimmed. Actually, what is the fastest way to get your hair to your length? Okay, so we all have different hair types, and I can't promise you, because it took me 3 years to get to this length, and it's not, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not an overnight thing. I can't just say like probably after 2 weeks your hair is gonna be long. No, I can't say that because everyone's different and our hair grows slightly different. But though I can suggest and help you on what vitamins you can take in or something and stuff like that on my next hair talk series. Some of you people have been asking other questions about like hair issues and stuff like that, not only on Facebook but also someone on my YouTube. my YouTube inbox. So some of the questions pertains to a lot of hair issues that I think is best if I discuss it on a separate video, just like really individual, so I can really elaborate even more about that subject. So I just want this video to be mainly on how I grew my hair long video and the questions that you've asked related to how I grow my hair long. So some of the questions that you've asked, I will be making a whole video specifically for your own question. So my next hair talk series that is going to come out next week is going to be a video on how to grow your hair fast. So these are the things that I've actually am doing and I've just discovered since last year, and I've noticed that my hair really grew faster. If I knew, as I've said, if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't dive in. I wouldn't found out. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't have waited for so long to grow out my hair. I'll be doing tutorials on girls who have short hair hairstyles now because I have gotten this. Okay, don't freak out because a lot of people are like super freaked out by her and stuff like that. Please don't freak out because I'm going to use her as a model on one of my videos, and okay, don't freak out with the eyes and stuff, or if you don't really appreciate the eyes, let me just cover that. But I'm going to be using her to model because I did this to her hair, like she has short hair, so I'll be using her as a model if I'm doing hairstyles with people who have short hair. Yay! So yeah, she's apparently really going to be helpful for me, so yes. Well, and I will see you guys on the next video.